TIFF takes over Toronto, Air Canada on the verge of a strike, Leafs are making moves, and so much more. Welcome to 6 Minutes, the show that keeps you up to date with the 6 in minutes. I'm your host, Joly. Let's get ready to these stories. TIFF 2024 concluded on Sunday, and it was a star-studded event as usual. Pharrell Williams rocked the red carpet with a Lego version of himself for Piece by Piece, an animated biopic about his life, featuring voice performances from Gwen Stefani, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z.
You know, it'd be cool is if we told my story with Lego pieces.
Seriously?
Jason Reitman's Saturday Night took viewers back to the chaotic birth of Saturday Night Live, with a cast of rising stars portraying comedy legends like John Belushi and Chevy Chase. The film captured the tension and hilarity of the show's rise to fame.
We're just not ready.
Doesn't matter that we're ready, it matters that it's 11:30. That's when we go on.
The tragically hip No Dress Rehearsal, a 4-part documentary, gave an intimate look at the iconic Canadian band, blending archival footage with interviews that celebrated their profound impact on the Canadian music scene.
Anger and frustration and resentment, and then Gord got his diagnosis.
First we'd climb.
DreamWorks, The Wild Robot, based on Peter Brown's books, featured a heartwarming tale of survival starring the voice talents of Lupita Nyong'o and Pedro Pascal. This family-friendly animation followed a robot's journey to self-discovery on a wild island.
Sight you.
You should work on that.
Mike Flanagan's The Life of Chuck, based on a Stephen King novel If It Bleeds, took home the 2024 People's Choice Awards. The genre-bending film starring Mark Hamill and Karen Gillan struck a powerful chord with audiences embracing hope in the face of tragedy. Did you go to TIFF this year? What were some of your favorite movies? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. The TTC has announced it will be ending its free Wi-Fi service in stations by end of year. The TConnect Wi-Fi system on Toronto's subway, launched in 2013, has reached its end of life due to chronic underinvestment, according to a briefing sent to transit board members. Upgrading the infrastructure would cost $17 million, but the transit agency believes this isn't a worthwhile investment. A spokesperson for Rogers said the move was a TTC decision, going on to say, the Wi-Fi infrastructure at subway stations has reached its end of life, and usage has dropped dramatically since we started rolling out 5G in the subway system. We proposed options to the TTC to update or replace the equipment, and they decided to decommission TConnect. So don't fret, TTC users. The agency said the end of TConnect would not impact the ongoing 5G upgrades on the subway system. The Toronto Maple Leafs made moves this past Wednesday, signing veteran forward Max Pacioretty to a professional tryout contract. Pacioretty, aged 35, tallied 23 points in 47 games for the Washington Capitals last season, but has battled Achilles injuries in the recent years. Leafs GM Brad Treliving emphasized that Pacioretty has a competitive edge heading into training camp. Additionally, the Leafs signed defenseman Jani Hakanpää to a 1-year, $1.47 million contract. Hakanpää, 32, contributed 12 points for the Dallas Stars last season. Forward Steven Lorentz, who helped the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup last season, also joined Toronto for a professional tryout earlier this month. What are your thoughts on the Leafs' recent signing? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tory Lanez has spoken out after his prison cell was raided and his recording equipment was confiscated. In an Instagram statement, Lanez explained that the raid wasn't due to his ability to record music from prison, but because of his efforts to use proceeds from his music to help other inmates get legal representation. Lanez stated, "My cell was not raided and trashed because I learned how to record myself in prison. I was shut down because the higher-ups figured out what I was really doing, helping inmates in a life-changing way." He revealed that since July, he helped reopen 476 cases through his project dubbed The Hands of God. The rapper is currently serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Air Canada has reached a tentative 4-year agreement with the union representing over 5,000 pilots, avoiding a potential strike or lockout. The deal, which includes a 41.7% pay increase over the next 4 years, ensures that flights for both Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge will continue to operate as normal. For customers who rescheduled flights between last Sunday and September 23rd, due to the concerns over labor disruptions, the airline is offering the option to return to their original booking free of charge, provided space is available in the same cabin. The agreement now awaits ratification by the pilots. Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly issued a strong statement this week condemning Russian state-owned media RT, formerly Russia Today, for its attempts to undermine Western support for Ukraine and influence elections worldwide. Canadian intelligence claims RT has become an extension of Russian intelligence services engaging in disinformation, hacking, and covert influence operations. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, announced on Monday that it is banning Russian state media outlets, including RT. Meta claims these networks were using misleading strategies to conduct influence operations while attempting to avoid detection on its social media platforms. President Donald Trump is safe following a second assassination attempt on his life at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. Ryan Wesley Ruth, a 58-year-old from North Carolina, has been charged with federal firearms offenses following the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Ruth, once a Trump supporter, turned against him and expressed strong pro-Ukraine sentiments. Law enforcement alleges he was armed and hiding near Trump's golf course in Florida for 12 hours before fleeing the scene after a Secret Service agent spotted him and engaged fire. Ruth had previously attempted to join Ukraine's International Legion, but was rejected due to his lack of combat experience. He also has a history of legal trouble dating back to the 1990s, with his most recent charge being the illegal possession of an automatic weapon. And that's it for this episode of 6 Minutes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to tune into next week's episode. One love.